and welcome. This is Elena with Angel Messages with Elena, and we are looking into the 4 weeks of August, starting from August 4th, which is the date of the recording, and also go through the end of August 31st. Finally, we get to have one that actually ends the end of August. I do my messaging differently for the month so that there's a continuous flow. Also, coming up, there's going to be, 3 new videos. An update on Grant Thompson's candles, because I redid a candle for him. I will be doing another message from the angels if you are aligned for this abundance. And this is going to be a regular reading, kind of like no cards pulled. So the cards will be pulled at the time of the reading, and another pick a card. So I'm trying to figure out which pick a card I'm going to be doing. So if you're watching this, just put down in the comments what topic you really are wanting to know. And otherwise, it might be just a general reading, who's your angel and your angel message for today, or for the week, or for the month of August. So something like that. All right, so August is so exciting. I'm so excited. I mean, if you have already tapped into the waxing of the moon, you want to review that, because everything is really flowing beautifully. So clear communications, creativity. If you're an artisan, if you're an oracle, guess what? August is about the dedication to this month for the oracles, for the priests and priestesses, to the gods who give the deliverances, who help people to make the offerings, to go and look for the signs and to interpret them. This is our month, okay? So if you are, a psychic, a medium, a soul reader, an angel messenger, this month is dedicated to us. Thank you, Roman Emperor Augusta, for that. Okay, so what is on your heart? Oh, wow. We have the door to romance. So this is on our heart. Not necessarily romantic, but this was in the last reading. So it's changed from the loving elementals into the door to romance. So love is on the mind, right? We have Venus as in all of our houses of romance and relationships, that this is a great time, that all these doors are opening up, but don't keep your heart in a cage. You want to let it soar, okay? So the overall situation of the card, oh wow, we have Archangel Ariel, which is of the sacral. So yeah, I was listening to a reading, especially for the Capricorns, because I am a Capricorn energy, is that there's some that are still blocked in the sacral. So that is about sex. It's about your feminine energy, the Kundalini. It's about, healthy relationships regarding those areas. And I think it even goes up into the liver and kidneys, because energy flows. It flows about 4 to 5 inches, depending on how big or how small your body is. And so it constantly flows up and down into the solar plexus and down into our root system. So you want to kind of be aware of that Archangel Ariel is working for you. She's a very loving, feminine, angelic angel that comes to help heal you with that. So that is her chakra, is a sacral. So we're undoing patterns. We're moving forward. All right, so those cards I've already pulled are from the Oracle Energy cards from Sandra and Taylor. And then I have my personal, I call it Elena's Horse Oracle, and also my It's Time and all its meanings oracle cards as well. So that will be the rest until the clarity card will go back to the energy oracle. So thank you. I want to thank you all for coming to my page. I guess I kind of skipped that in the beginning, but when I do a welcome, it's for past and new and those who are passing through. But if you're really liking what you see, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell twice, and hit all, so you get all of the uploads that you get on YouTube If you're on Instagram or Facebook, you want to click that. I'm also on MeWe under Elena Rose Lynn. So I'm kind of like everywhere. So yeah, thank you. And thank you for those who are my non-subscribers who are sharing, because you have shared 60 posts in the last month, and how awesome is that? Because you are helping me reach more people. So thank you. Continue to share, continue to post, and continue to make your comments as well. All right, so what's coming to the surface is omnipotence. All right, so this is the first week of August. Is from today, August 4th to August 10th. Omnipotence is like everywhere. This stuff is going on everywhere. It's the idea of spirit being around us everywhere all at once. Our archangels are like that. Divine is like that. So omnipotence is like a lot of potential. I kind of look at it that when you take apart the words omni and potent. Yeah, it's potent. So you might be potent for fertility. You might be potent for abundance. So be careful if you're not wanting to have children, because this could be a very fertile time for you. This is the waxing of the moon part. So this is, seeding. So this could be the planting of the seeds for your garden, for fertility, for prosperity, and love and career. So all of those things. This is very beautiful because it's still a strong bond between a mother and a child. So moms, we're everywhere. We have that bond that just, transcends all time and space. And then we come into dream. Dream. All right, so this is your dreams. Your dreams are being manifested. There's a lot of purple in this, and it's just like all of this knowledge now is opening up to what you need to do next for your dreams. So it's like all of these pathways are opening up. All of these, if you wanted your artwork to be seen, like I have on my in my little money pot that I pray over, I pray that I am seen. For so long I've been hiding, and now I've been releasing that for several months now, and now that is my key, my rule of focus. I mean, I've been doing it for 4 months, but now it's just like I want to be seen. I want to be seen because we have messages, and and people want relationships, and so I want to be seen by the right people. So that's my dream right now, to get these messages out. So what is your dream? Is it creative? Because we all have the artisan. So there's people who are coming to pay for your things. So the things that you're dreaming of, maybe is buying a new house, getting a new car, going on that vacation of a lifetime, is like all these steps are making way for your dream in a big way, because you got omnipotence. Is like all of these avenues are coming to you from everywhere, every direction. Okay, then we have Saddle Up. This is Tequila. She was actually traumatized. They had a saddle too loose, got on, and the saddle slipped and freaked her out. So now it's just like getting past all her triggers. We were able to put the saddle on. So now you're ready, right? You're ready. You got all of the triggers gone. You've been working on yourself to healing. Now it's time to get out there and take those steps. Like I said, it's a pathway. So the pathway is not just there just to look at. It's to actually to walk upon, right? Everything is coming to you of each little baby step that it's, attainable. It is so attainable now in the month of August than any other time. All right, so look at this. We have, this is the waxing of the moon, and it's wisdom for action. So it's the number 38 card that comes into 11. Wisdom for action. So it's like everything, you have to make your discernment, because there's so many pathways that are coming up. It's like, what is the best option? And there might be some scams out there. So kind of ask questions before you make a purchase. I think that's going to be real key too for this week of August 4th to the 10th. This is also a week and a month of going back to school. So you maybe one of your dreams is, to touch people's lives. So you want to go back to school to be a therapist, to be a teacher, to be a healer, to be an EMT, a fireman, a policeman, an army, and the military, because you want to help people. All right, so selfless acts really come into that as well. So the second week of August, we have the 11th through the 17th with the full moon on the 15th. So how cool is that? So the 11th through the 17th, we have Moroki getting up. He's pulling himself up, and this is life. It's all about life this week. It's like, yeah, you've been beaten down, you've been told that you couldn't do this, but with all of the things that I've been sharing in my videos, shows you how to get past all that crud, to keep moving you forward, to put yourself back up, because sometimes nobody's going to be around to do it. I mean, I had to do a lot of my stuff by myself for years. Nobody came to help me. Nobody grabbed me by the hand and said, hey, Lynn, let's do this. We got, people are doing interventions, and they're like forcing people. And it's just like, that's not how it's done, okay? And there's time for intervention, but when they don't want it, they really have to do it themselves. Because then it's going to be personal. Then they're going to work at it themselves. My ex, the first thing that he did to me when I was first married, the first month, is sign a contract to exercise every day. So I signed it, but you know what? I didn't follow through. I didn't do no exercise for years. None. Because that showed me he was all about the looks when he married me. It pissed me off. So so they have to come from themselves. So when I joined the military several years later, then I exercised. Then I was gung-ho and I did it. And he's like, well, you never did that before. And it's like, because I want this. So that's the difference. And I succeeded. And I went in the military at 35 years old after having 2 children. So, yeah, so don't beat it into other people. So this week is also about identity and finding yourself. Finding your true, authentic self. It's just like, there's no lines here, but how is you are going to look? How are you going to feel? How is your partnership? How is your animals? How's your environment? So it's like filling in the blank and how you are creating your reality, right? And how you're going to fill in the skyline and your home, the path, your cars. I mean, this is the time that you are sketching it out. You are making it to come into reality. So keep planting your seeds, because you're going to manifest this, and it's going to be like this. Then we have Faith card, and this is Moroki. And let me tell you just a quick story about Moroki. Moroki came from a manifestation of my daughter that she colored on a piece of paper. It was a horse, and it had gotten water splotches. So the red turned out to be kind of like a red. And all of a sudden, in 2014, she did this in April of 2012. I had I had that right up there, a picture of him that she drew April 28th, 2011, it says on there. In 2014, I found him on Craigslist. This is his picture from Craigslist. That's faith. It's just like, okay, somebody spoke prophecy over me, spoke truth over me. Now I need to go and see if it's out there. So this is your search and going out and looking for it. So being in awareness, because if if that picture has been in my room for years, then all of a sudden I'm sitting on the bed going, yeah, I've been working with horses. Yeah, I want a horse. Hey, I wonder if there's a horse just like that one. Because my daughter, I know, is a soul reader as well. So she tapped into an energy to the year before that he was born, and probably the year that he was conceived. So that's how amazing. So tap into children too. They have more insights than you can even imagine. So now we have a horse that is splashing through the water, And this is quantum. There's a lot of yellow in here, so it's about solar plexus. This purple that is about the knowledge, but there's black too. The black is like soul searching and getting all the ickies out so that you can multiply. You make things big. That quantum means a lot of many things, right? So quantum, lots are coming in. And it's fiery. This is a fiery time from the first 2 weeks of August. So it's like, don't be surprised if you think about it and next day you see it. Or you write down on your goal list, this is what you want, and it comes out of nowhere. All right, this is how fast it's going to manifest. Then our timing card is March. March is about spring, is about the emergence, right? Spring and emergence. March was also about looking within ourselves and getting all the grunge out, just like I told you on this card. And then there's some on the faith cards. You have to have, a little bit of faith that is out there, that what you're searching for is out there. And maybe it wasn't before, but now it is. Things are popping up on the internet all the time now. So, and then this I have put into a fire sign of the number 4 card. So this, fiery energy. This is gold, Midas touch. The things that you touch are turning into gold. So that is really beautiful for this week with the full moon on the 15th. So going into the 3rd week, August 18th through the 24th. And again, this is a lot of time that many kids are going back to school. Colleges are probably not quite open yet, and universities, but that will go into September. So September will also be about going back to school. And then we have Maroki. Now, Maroki means majestic. So this is the number 68 card, and it's roll. So you had the life card that you had to pick yourself out. Now it's just like roll with it. It's just that this is the week that things have been really fast. So now it's just kind of like, all right, I'm going to take a step back and I'm just going to kind of roll with it. Or like roll with the punches. It's like somebody punches you and you turn your face, like the other way. So it's like this or like this. So it's kind of like roll with the punches. It's just like, and it misses you and you're seeing it coming. So this is, something is coming. So pay attention so that you can, do the dodge before it hits you. So yeah, that's definitely a surprise that is coming in. And then we have Unity. This is my daughter with Maroki. This is, horses are a prey animal, and we are considered predators and prey, right? Because big things can still eat us up. But when a prey animal trusts a predator, that's a special unity. That's a special partnership. So this is coming into unity, into the things that were separated. Maybe you were separated from a loved one. Maybe you were separated from knowing who your partner is because you're a searching single person, or a divorcee, a widower, who are finally getting linked into a unified relationship. This could also be a partnership in corporations. So there's a unity that everyone's coming back. And I do believe that Wednesday of that week, because Wednesdays is also about unity, marriages, and like water under the bridge is the rainbow, how divine comes, and then we are the reflection to God. So there's a lot of unification that's going to happen during that time. And unification is also to be with like-minded people, or not necessarily like-minded because opposites do attract, but at least have the same goal in mind. Okay, so that's really beautiful. And then we have Shadow. She's about worthy. She's one that is very timid. So for those of us who've been abandoned and abused, to know that you are worthy of this abundance. You have worth. God, divine, the angels, spirit guides, your animal totems, they come to you for you because you are worthy of it. So this is going to be a healing exercise that I've been sharing in the last few videos. Get a pen and paper. Write down all the times that you felt unworthy, that someone devalued your opinion, that somebody devalued your reputation, that somebody devalued your ideas, your creative process, that put your art down, stomped on you at work. Write all those things down, and whatever else that comes down. With a lighter, I want you to burn that paper while saying, and you want to say all those things. It's like, thank you, Spirit, for protecting me from this person devaluing me, this person from doing this, myself from holding me back, for, whatever all these reasons are. Thank you for protecting me from that pain and heartache. I have the wheel now. I have the wheel. I am in control of my life now. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting me, because you yourself, unawares, have been protecting yourself, and this is a really great releasing. And so when you burn the ashes, just blow it out into the air, or you can plant it like a seed that's growing into something more beautiful, or you could put it into something else that you're manifesting, that the ashes represent that you're rising out of the ashes. So I really like the planting, because it's the phoenix is rising out of the ashes, which I'm all about on my Facebook page. That is my motto, helping you to rise out of the ashes. All right, so worthiness. And then we have the 18 card of its timing card is about nourishing. It's about making sure that you're eating right, making sure that what your thoughts are into what you're manifesting are on track, that you're feeding it. And nourishing is, I have a money pot, and I know a lot of people, especially Christians, are like, oh my gosh, but the idea is when you go to church and somebody passes out the offering plate, and you put money in there, and somebody else puts money in there, it shows that it's growing. So we do it for the church and for God, but we also do it to ourselves without even knowing. It's called a savings account. So why not keep some of that money in the savings account, but also put it in the pot, and then you add it. That's nourishing it. You adding, you can add herbs, you can add sparkles, you could add your favorite scents, and I put a candle over it with my intentions and my thoughts. And I every day I light a candle, and it's just like, okay, Father, I draw this to me. Let it be a light to know where to come. And I even put my own perfume on it so that they can smell, spirits and angels can smell that it is coming to me directly. That's part of nourishing. And we have ruby and creosote and 49 days. So 49 days from this week, depending on when you work it, or watch this video, is 7 weeks from the day you're watching. So this is August 4th of the recording. So it would be 4 weeks of August into the 3rd week of September. That's that 3rd week, Sunday. Watch for something to manifest. Last time it was for August 11th and also August 18th. So kind of tap into those days. Those are some like real big important days. And you just have to kind of tap into, what is being nourished on that day, what's bringing water and earth together. Could be a flood, could be, you're getting water when you're in dry, like, a storm coming in or nice rains. So it could have a lot to do with the weather patterns. Now, the 4th week of August is 25th through the 31st, with the 30th being the new moon. New moon is about, again, getting rid of stuff. So we have focus. This is an eyeball of a horse. Horses see things differently than what we do. They see things as true, and then kind of notice that there's looks like a rearing horse here in the shadows. So it's like in the shadows there's something magnificent that is coming out of your focus. Okay, so be focused. Don't lose your focus. You may have to refocus, and that's okay. You have plenty of time to refocus. It's time to get rid of stuff during this week, or planning to get rid of stuff to get ready for the transformational change, because we do that not only every day but every month as well. So then you want to bring in zeal. These are two horses who are having a really great time, Maroki and Spider, and they're out rolling. I sprayed them off with the hose. It's hot out here in the desert, and they're rolling. They're like, get that water off of me, and they're having a good time. And then they feel good because they're cooled off, and they're just having a good time. They're playing and they're splashing. So sometimes we get into too much of a work and too much, working so hard when you don't have to work that hard. Watch my manifesting through the days of the week, because it makes it so easy to manifest and to do the actions, and then you don't even have to think about it for the rest of the day. You do it twice a day, in the morning, and then before you go to bed at night. So bring in zeal, bring in happiness. Then you have valor. So valor is the kahil, the powerful, wealthy force to be reckoned with. Kahil. Sometimes it's called virtuous and loyal and army and courageous and loyal. Those are all the things of valor. Valor is courageous effort, but it's a power to be reckoned with. That you're going to learn something, you're going to learn magical things, you're going to be a miracle worker, you're going to be the person that's going to speak prophecies over people, and you're going to get validation for all of these things that you have said that you're doing. And those non-believers are going to go, oh, how did you do that? And those who are awakened are going to go, wow, I want to learn this. And that's where the college is opening up, and all of this, students and learning. So it's a very beautiful card. It's assigned to the number 72, which is about the divine path, and is about woman and the body in the temple, the child, the mother. So, but that together is 9. It is all of these things. This comes to completion, to fulfillment, prophecies fulfilled, harvest, bounty. All of these things come under the 9. And then we have divines. Okay, so there's a lot of things to gardening, and this is from the calendar that God uses, which we are in this year, is about the vines of the grapes. And the vines is like taking care, it's like bringing in the harvest of the grapes so that they can make wine. They cut back all the vines in right before it gets cold. All right, that's when they do most of the pruning. They might do some pruning in the spring, but usually it's in the harvest. Right after the harvest, they'll go and trim everything back. So that's part of the vines and taking care of the vines. They'll probably go out and put some manure out there. So be careful of the manure that's being splashed against you. Just let it roll off. And because this is going to make you even stronger in your faith, have a deeper faith, to learn to trust the divine versus trusting in people and to man or women or child. Because we've been told to trust each other, but so many of us have let each other down. But we trust in divine, because in Psalms 23:1 it says that He is my shepherd, I shall not want. God is shepherd, takes care of the sheep, and I will never want. I'll never want again, because divine is opening up all these doors for abundance. Right? What is that proverb? You teach someone to fish, and they will be able to feed them all their life. So that is about that. And then you got the topaz and turquoise, which are your crystals for this week. All right, so let's go into the clarity card. This is really beautiful reading. So, oh wow, you got angels. So this is the angel of love. This is the clarity. This is, it's 49 card that comes down into the 13. So this is about unconditional love. You got the angel of love. And I call her Josie. And there's a reason why, but I really don't want to say right now. The red hair, and it's just like, it reminds me of the Selks and the Scots. Red does run in my bloodline. You wouldn't think now. My hair's been turning blonde since I've been in the military, which has been since 2005. My hair is really dark and it's been turning blonde. So, and then gray. But the angel of love is with you for the clarity that you are loved and of deserving of all this bounty that's coming. You're gonna feel so much love, unconditional love. It's like showering all of these gifts is coming from the divine to say, I love you. You shall not want. You feed me. You offer me, these beautiful offerings. You share parts of you to help others and for the better good of all the worlds. So it's a beautiful ending that divine is here. It says in John 3:16, right? For God so loved the world that he gave his son. His son is this number 6. For the world, which is the number 6. And it's a gift of love, because when we tap into everlasting is the 8, is abundant. It never runs dry. It's all the way through. Now Jesus, or Jesus Christ, means the deliverer, who's the anointed one. So yes, I do believe that there is an anointed one, but she is a woman, and I can prove that into the Bible, into the reflection. And then also that it's a gift that God gives us as a gift. And what is a gift? It's another name for present and being in the present. So the angel of love bestows gifts when we stay in the present and not so much in the future, not so much in the past. We stay in the middle and stay centered, stay balanced. Because then we're into Libra. Libra is about balance. It's about judgment. It's about not judging each other, but to know what's fair, what's good and bad, and what's good and evil. That is the kind of judgment that's coming. It's not someone telling you that like a judge judging you, because I've had that happen before. And I really believe the judicial system is going to start crashing even more than what it has. So kind of keep your eyes on that too. But the judgment is for us on the inside to know what's good for us. We're not here to say that's bad, because whatever is said in the New Testament is that the elders can tell us what to do. No, because that is when we're in heaven. New Testament is when we're in heaven, because they stopped rituals, they stopped offerings, they stopped a lot of things. But the thing is, New Testament is talking about when you have gotten heaven and haven, a sanctuary here on earth, into your body. So kind of, think about those things, because I'll teach more on what I believe what the New Testament is, because that is still yet to come, but yet it's here, because you have to believe it. And also that the manifestation of the Messiah is here. She has been here for 50 years already. She's in Acts chapter 9. So, yes, so how inspiring of a message this is. So have a really great August. Please put down into your comments what you're expecting from this bounty. Please share it with others, because we want others to share and to get part of that healing part into that worthiness, that we are all worthy for this bounty and for this great love of these gifts that are being presented. You are so worthy. You and I both are worthy of all of this beautiful energy that is coming in for the things that we're putting out and working on our bodies. It's like God is saying, thank you, and I congratulate you, and here's your prize. And then all we have to do is receive it, as if we've received it already and have the victory. So thank you. I love you all. We'll talk to you again real soon.